Wheel of Fortune fans have shared the same feelings as Vanna White about Ryan Seacrest taking over for Pat Sajak. Fans want Vanna, 67, to take over as host, after reports of the two struggling to work together. Ryan, 49, will be the new host on Wheel of Fortune this coming fall. Pat, 77, retired from the game show in June after more than 40 years. However, it appears that Ryan and Vanna are not vibing. And before even seeing Ryan host, Wheel fans are begging for Vanna to be the new host. Why didn't they make her the host and have some beefcake dude in short shorts turning the letters, an ex-user wrote. They quoted a tweet about Vanna and Ryan struggling to work together. They legit should do that for one episode. The internet would explode, replied another fan. Not the same. Despite the game show being on its summer break, Vanna and Ryan have been filming new episodes. According to the Daily Mail, the two of them don't jibe with each other. Vanna is actually considering quitting the show because of their bad chemistry. Vanna is retiring from the show when her contract ends, but there is a part of her that wants to walk away sooner, an insider told the outlet. She just doesn't jibe with Ryan like she did with Pat, and no one really ever expected her to. There's just no way that she possibly could. Vanna is contracted with Wheel until 2026. The source added that she feels like she put her time in. She devoted her entire life to this show and she had an incredible run while making a fortune, they said. She knows that the show needs to go in a different direction and appeal to a younger demographic. She wants the show to continue. The source said that in order to do that, Vanna knows that the show needs a younger host, someone closer to Ryan's age. RYGHT choice? About 1 week after Pat's final episode aired, the game show released footage of Ryan in a new promo. Get ready for more cash, more prizes, and a whole lot of new fun. Who's ready for a new season of Wheel? The Instagram post was captioned. Ryan stood next to Pat and Vanna in a suit while on set. Fans expressed that they think Ryan is only temporary and said they will not be watching the new season. Should have found someone for long-term. Ryan isn't a long-term type of person, one wrote. Not sure that Seacrest is the guy for the job, said another. Just don't see Ryan doing this for 30 to 40 years. He has hosted other things and moves on. We will see how things go, but WOF should have looked into another host that can be long-term, added a third. The glimmering set of Wheel of Fortune has seen its fair share of changes over the decades, but nothing quite prepared fans for the new dynamic introduced when Ryan Seacrest stepped in as the host, following the legendary Pat Sajak's retirement. However, what was anticipated as a seamless transition turned out to be a period of adjustment, and not just for the crew. Fans have been vocal about their observations, with some even going as far as suggesting that Vanna White, the longtime co-host and puzzle board turner, should take the lead instead. This brewing controversy has ignited a passionate debate among the show's loyal audience. The Seacrest conundrum. Ryan Seacrest is no stranger to television. His resume boasts hosting duties on American Idol, Live with Kelly and Ryan, and Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve. When it was announced that Seacrest would be taking over from Sajak, many were optimistic. His charm and experience seemed like a perfect fit for the game show, which thrives on its warm, inviting atmosphere. But almost immediately after his debut, viewers began to notice something was amiss. On social media platforms like Twitter and Facebook, fans expressed concerns that Seacrest seemed out of place, and more critically, that the chemistry between him and Vanna White was not what they had hoped for. He's trying too hard, tweeted one fan. Ryan is great on other shows, but here it feels like he's forcing it. The rapport between him and Vanna just isn't there. Another longtime viewer wrote, Wheel of Fortune has always been about the comfort of familiar faces. Watching Vanna and Pat was like watching two old friends. Ryan and Vanna look like they're struggling to find that connection. The Vanna White factor. Vanna White, who has been with Wheel of Fortune since 1982, is no stranger to the fans' hearts. For over 4 decades, she's been a consistent presence on the show, lighting up the puzzle board with her signature smile. Her chemistry with Pat Sajak was effortless, built over years of working together. Fans grew accustomed to their light-hearted banter and the unspoken understanding that comes from such a long-standing partnership. With Seacrest now in the mix, fans can't help but draw comparisons. Where Sajic's playful teasing was balanced with genuine warmth, Seacrest's attempts at humor sometimes fall flat, creating awkward moments that feel far removed from the show's usual tone. It's not that Seacrest isn't trying, it's that the dynamic is still in its formative stages, and fans are feeling the growing pains. "Vanna deserves more than this," said a passionate fan on a Facebook group dedicated to the show. "She's been holding the fort for years, and now she's being overshadowed by someone who doesn't understand the rhythm of the show. If anyone should have taken over, it's her." A growing movement. As the weeks passed, the calls for Vanna White to replace Ryan Seacrest grew louder. Fans started online petitions, demanding that the producers reconsider their decision. On platforms like Reddit, threads popped up with thousands of comments debating the merits of a Vanna-led Wheel of Fortune. "Vanna's been doing this for so long, she knows the show inside out," one user posted. "Imagine how great it would be if she took the reins. She knows what the fans want, and she's got the experience to pull it off." Others pointed out that Vanna has stepped in as host before, albeit briefly, and handled the role with grace and ease. During Pat Sajic's emergency surgery in 2019, Vanna hosted the show for 3 weeks. Though it was a temporary arrangement, her performance was well received, with many fans praising her ability to take on the challenge. "Those episodes were some of the best in recent years," another fan commented. "Vanna was a natural. She didn't try to be Pat, she was herself, and that's what made it work." The producer's dilemma. Behind the scenes, the production team of Wheel of Fortune is undoubtedly aware of the fans' discontent. Ratings have shown a slight dip since Seacrest took over, though not enough to cause immediate alarm. However, the social media backlash and fan petitions can't be ignored.